yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim, back again for another journey, and back again on another line that I've not done anything with. Not a single route on this line have I done. West Coast Main Line over Shap. So yes, going to be tackling the very first one at the top of the list in this video. Afternoon, Trent. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then welcome indeed. Trains going out on the channel every single Wednesday. Something from OMSI on a Monday, something from Fernbus on a Friday. Sometimes on a Saturday we have some tourist bus. On a Sunday, something occasionally in the form of random Sunday. So plenty of content from me. Do hit subscribe if you haven't done already. Hi Chris, hi Brooklyn, hi Moleman, hi Liam. So yes, thought I'd give the West Coast Main Line. Hi Jamie, hi Stucklebud, I'm going to call you that now, Len. Yeah, not done any of these, so I thought I'd start with this one, which I know is electric, but it looks quite cool. Take controls of the Wessex Scot between Preston and Carlisle and get your introduction to this part of the West Coast Main Line, summer 1985. Thank you for the host, Brooklyn. I haven't turned the volume up on that one yet. So yes, and is it me or is the text very small in chat? Hi Sam. So yes, 1985. What a great year. Let's click on start then. So yeah, 90-minute journey. So we will hopefully do the whole thing. It is electric, but I'm hoping it's a cool electric. You hate these locos, really? Are they that bad? They're hard to drive. Oh great, you could have told me that before I started. You can tell me how accurate the train station is. Okay. So we will see. As I'm streaming this, I've still got no idea what I'm doing work-wise. So at the moment, I'm planning on this being my last normal lunchtime stream, because it's the 12th of May, if you're watching this on YouTube. But I've got no idea when I'm returning to work. Haven't heard yet if I'm working tomorrow or not. So I may be here tomorrow. We will see. The throttle works in steps. Oh, okay, so it's going to be a fun one then, is what you're saying. Yeah, oh hello. This is Preston in Lancashire. Welcome aboard the Wessex Scot. This Glasgow-bound service originated from Poole in Dorset. Oh, nice. It's currently running on time. Well, we can soon put a stop to that. Please collect passengers. We are due to depart at 18:32. Okay, so is it going to get dark? So let's let passengers on then. That's the end. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I better pop some lights on. Press I to turn the instrument. Yeah, my Twitch chat's very small. Oh, we've got instrument lights. Oh, that's a noise. Oh, I'm liking that. Oh, is it slam door? Oh, I used to go on these. I remember these. Have we got an internal view? Yes. Oh, it's a Harry Potter type coach. But with doors. In first class, they've got the carriage down the side. In cattle class, you've got lots of doors in the carriages. Oh, that's so cool. So the station looks spot on, does it? Awesome. I don't know where we're going. Where are we going? Preston, go Vias, Lancaster. Where the hell's that? Oxenholme. Penrith and Carlisle. So a bit of a trek. 90 minutes, I think the route is. Right away, driver. Our next station stop is Lancaster. The schedule is quite relaxed, so there'll be time to look at the sights along the way. Enjoy the trip. You have to tap it to 60% throttle to get more power and watch the gauges, so don't go too powerful. Oh, great. Yeah, my Twitch chat is very, very small. I can barely read that. I don't know if I can make it bigger. That's the thing. Anyway, I should be going, shouldn't I? So, release the things. Okay, well that didn't do it. What? Okay. Run down. Why? Okay, run down. Notch down. Red and yellow and green is your power level. Don't go into the red. Hold. Notch up. Run up. Notch up. Okay, this is going to be confusing. What the hell? So I'm accelerating, yet it's on hold. And we've got rain. So am I notching the power level up then? Is that what's happening? Hold means no change to power level. You tap it up and down to change it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's turned into red. You were admiring Derby Station. He was admiring Derby Station yesterday. Yeah, you were. That was pretty spot on as well, wasn't it? Right, so we've got a 25 limit coming up down here. So I don't really want to be accelerating too fast. Hi Forza. Hi Chaos. So I'm guessing I notched down. How do I get it to... Oh, I see. No, it's still accelerating. No, it's not. Oh god, this is going to be complicated to work out. Hi Michael. What am I driving? Or attempting to drive? Class 87. You're talking train jargon. You're becoming a train nerd, Sam. Right, 80 limit. So I just keep tapping it then. They just accelerate slowly. Okay. Quite like the interior. Another one coming the other way. Braking could be interesting. Might go via in 0.95 mile. 110 mile an hour. Laura said don't go in the red, but you know. Yeah, it is a anorak. Right, I'm putting it into run up. Oh, it looks okay. The red is on the thin gauge on your right, not controller thing in the HUD. Well, why was that saying? This is Oxys on the outskirts of Preston. There is a goods loop in the up direction only. I think that's water. Oh, so it's don't go in that red. Oh, okay. I thought, because this says run up, I thought you meant this red. Oh, in that case then, we can get a crack on. Just got to keep my eye on that. Oh, that was a view. Didn't mean to do that. The gauge on the right of the coloured one is the current notch. Oh, 100%. Ah, okay. So I'm flat out. Okay. You'll stoop into electrics now. I just fancy doing this route, and it happened to be an electric. So, but to be honest, it sounds okay. So that's half the battle for me. What's the horn like? Oh, not bad. The good sleep on the left is Barton and Broughton. We are approaching the village of Barton. We will pass under the A6 road. Okay. Not ashamed to be an av geek, or apparently now a train anorak. Indeed. Oh, I love a two-tone horn. Yeah. Or you can get a bit of reverb from it as well. Is it still raining? Do I need the wipers on? I like the interior. Stopping it and slowing down could be interesting. All trains have two-tone horns. Well, they do, but by only pressing space, you only get one of them normally. Sam is also a bus wizard. He's a wizard, Harry. Yeah, we're doing some more bus mechanic tomorrow. If I'm not working, then it'll be tomorrow afternoon. If I'm working, it'll be tomorrow night. So we'll see. I'm taking each day as it comes until I hear officially from work, which again, you watching on YouTube, hopefully I'm long back in work by the time you see this. Yes. It's whipping along quite nicely. 109. Thing is, I've got to keep my eye on these because of when the next Lancaster's going to creep up on me, innit? I've got to make... Oh, I love that. Got to keep me out of the whistle boards now. Oh, this is so cool. Right, 110. If I notch it then. This is Brock. Shortly you'll reach the first of a number of neutral sections in the overhead electrification. Please remember what you have learned in the route tutorials. I haven't done them. Neutral sections occur approximately every 15 miles along the route. They will show up on the route profile display if you use the F3 or F4 HUD. Okay. Which line is this? West Coast Main Line over Shap. We'll be going back to school until after the summer because our lockdown isn't changing yet and the summer holidays start on the 28th of June in Scotland. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Run all the way down. Really? Oh, I love the noise. You're back 4 days a week now, working from home. We're working from home one day. Yeah, you won't be back to September, Dylan. You can't apply power again after neutral section, and you've taken it all the way down. What? You mean I can't apply power again? So you're saying I've killed the train then? Power off. Why? Run down. Well, you're both giving me conflicting things to do here. Right, so run down, you're saying. Which means I'm also slowing down. I didn't do the tutorial, did I? I just came straight into the train. I realised I had to learn something specific about this this thing. Well, I'm just going to get slower and slower and slower and then stop then. Once it gets to the bottom, I can apply power. Bottom of what? What am I looking at? The notches. They're on 0. So apply power. I don't understand that. I don't know. I think it'd be all right. Okay, so neutral section will appear on here. So when I get to neutral, I got to go to run down. When I get past the neutral section, I can then put the power back on again. Okay, hi Peanut. We've got to keep me out every 15 miles. Got to keep me out for them. Okay, that should be fine. But I'm liking the train. So we've got a couple more go vias. And then we've got to attempt to slow this thing down. So yeah, 100% power so far. I've just got to keep my eye out down here, which I'm not very good at. Where are you so far? Just left the place we left. Preston. Between Preston and Lancaster. Yeah, you've just spelt it wrong again, Pineapple. Right, Bay Horse down Main. I love the bell. Never seen a Class 87. Is that the first electric train? Not by a long shot. Surely you should open your eyes in the morning, get your glasses off the bedside table and put them on. We're at the stage in our relationship where we can call each other... Are we at the stage in our relationship where we can call each other bro yet? Or are we past that? This is quaintly named Bay Horse. We've just passed the emergency crossing located there. Yeah, there's no H in Winnie the Pooh, and there's also no Y. Right, go via Gowgate Viaduct down Main. And then Outback. Never heard of half these places. I heard of Preston, obviously, and Lancaster. That's about it. So is it all set in the 80s? If it is, that'd be quite cool. Below us is the village of Gallgate. Oh, yeah? Bit of a sightseeing tour. We should have an announcement for the passengers. The first electric railway in Great Britain was in the Vaux Electric Railway in Brighton. The Pleasure Railway, which opened in 1883. There you go. Oh, it's got the rainy thing going on now. Right, back to hold. Yeah, I can... this is Albeck on the approaches to Lancaster. Up and down passing loops are provided here. All right, we've got a 75. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So off. And it applies some brake, I'm guessing. A lot of brake. A hell of a lot of brake. Somewhat confused with the rainy windows but blue cloud outside. Welcome to the UK. You look out the window. Oh, it's not. It's lovely and sunny. You step out the door, you get rained on. Right, so Lancaster, 1.4 miles. Okay, braking's certainly interesting. It's warm here. I went out earlier. It's warm but cold. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? Cold in the shade but warm in the sun. Right, single yellow and a track change. I moved to Seattle. We have 2 seasons. From Seattle. The wet season and the wetter season. Hi, John. Right. It's certainly a balancing act getting it to brake. Which thankfully we've got plenty of time. We were due in at 18:49.50. Oh, we're about 10 seconds late. It's always sunny in Derby, indeed. We got a sun visor. And in we come to Lancaster, where the bombers are made. As Billy Connolly famously said, in Scotland there are 2 seasons, winter and May. Yeah, indeed. It's interesting is what I'll say so far. It's definitely a balancing act. Okay, I think some of the doors opened. Yeah, I think some around the corner opened. When we first made the 87, I had to test the ruddy thing. I used some interesting words then, I can tell you. You still need to run down. Why? Right away driver, as we leave Lancaster, note the castle to the right. In days of steam, the mainline station here was known as Lancaster Castle. Our next stop is Oxenholme. Right, so brake off. Well, we've got some wheel slip going on. Yeah, a little bit short. It's fine. Some of the passengers managed to get off. We're okay. Right, 40 limit coming out the station, and then up to 100. This is the Simpson stuff. X1 service to Lancaster. Sit back. No, we just left Lancaster. There's no good saying. It's because you look at the train stopping instead of the platform ahead of you. I do, because that's what I like to do. I look at the gauge down here sometimes and see roughly where I've got to stop. Oh, that's a view. Hi Ryan, we are crossing the River Lune. In 2 miles we'll encounter another neutral section at Hest Bank. Okay. So, run down through the neutral. So run up just applies power continuously then. So it notches up the power until you then go hold. I think I'll finally work this thing out, and then it'll hold it at whatever. Okay. What to do in stations is make sure you're down to notch 0 and put the reverser into neutral. Stop the traction fans. Cool, blimey, that's complicated. So we got another neutral section coming up here then. Yeah, easy pineapple. Yes, it's the only one today because it's 90 minutes. I'm guessing where there's no power. So it's running down. Carlisle's the final destination. Yeah, so that you got power coming from one power station and power coming from another power station. They obviously can't, the wires can't touch. So there'd be gaps between what's fed from one power station and what's fed from another. This is Hess Bank. On the left is Morecambe Bay. This is the closest the West Coast main line gets to the West Coast of the UK. Morecambe Bay. So now I can power up again. Yeah, because you can't have power coming from two separate... A bit like... I don't know how to explain it. Like plugging your TV into your power socket and your neighbour's power socket at the same time. It wouldn't end well. It can either be in one or the other, so you can't have them both. So if you wanted to take it out of your power and plug it into next door neighbours, you have to unplug it and then plug it in. So there's a gap where it's got no power. So that's what we've just gone through, is the gap where there's no power and then you reapply power. No, this is something built into this scenario, is the tour guide thing. It's actually quite cool. Yes, I've got the Armstrong Powerhouse track pack, that's installed, and the weather pack is installed. So you get better tracks with the track pack. So the tracks look more 3D. So the tracks are better. And I've got the weather pack as well. Oh, it's my first time in this line. I've had it for a while, but that's why I thought I wanted to do it today. But really liking it so far. And a long route as well. Again, for those of you watching live, once I find out what's happening with me in work, I can then plan what I'm doing stream-wise. Carnforth is a junction with the Cumbrian coastline and the Little Northwestern line towards Skipton and Leeds. On the left is the Steamtown complex. Carnforth station was a location for the 1945 film Brief Encounter. There are no longer platforms facing the West Coast main line. What's passenger view like? First class, don't you know, with the Harry Potter style carriages. Which I remember those, walking up and down a carriage, so you find one at no one in, or like one person in. So Milnthorpe down Main is next. Then we got Oxenholme down Main, and then pick up passengers Oxenholme. We're due at 1909, so we got sort of 12 minutes before we're due at Oxenholme. But yeah, so far, liking it. Quite liking the electric as well, because it's not quiet. I like the fact that we've got some noise to it. Sim needs a plug-in, lets us ride along in the car. Well, so you can just sit there in this view and just ride along. Couple of beers on the table. The other West Coast Main Line North DLC, it's a better deal because there is much more distance to it, and only $9.99 compared to this being $24.99. I think I bought this when it was on sale. But say, haven't done it. There's quite a few routes I've got that I've never done a journey in. So scrolling down, looking for something around the hour and a half mark, and came across this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I will link the line below for you, so you can check it out. But I quite like the fact we have got a little bit of distance between each stop, but being broken up by the go vias, which is quite nice. So it's not just a case of leave somewhere and then it's one, you know, the next stop is the next thing. You don't really know how far you've got to go till the next station. So 3 miles to the next go via. I really am enjoying Train Sim. So it's my second favourite sim behind X-Plane. But the joy of this is you can just jump in quicker and just go. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah, stopping frequently in something like this would be a pain. I've never driven a train like this before in Train Sim. Brake, 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 really? Yeah, so the circular one starts. Oh, stop talking about buses, please, Pineapple. I reached my limit. Oh, that was all. I thought something was about to happen. You love X-Plane, but find it so hard at times trying to set the plane up and flying plans sometimes. I just lose my patience with it. Ryan, you're more than welcome to join us for some of our flights, and we can talk you through setting it up and stuff. A single yellow, I think. And we've got double yellows. Welcome to Cumbria. This is Milnthorpe. We are following a Windermere bound local service. Pay attention to the signals on the approach to Oxenholme. Yeah, no problem. We'll all of us will be happy to help. Right, so I'm going to keep the speed down. Because we know we've got that stopping service in front of them. Just wait till the next signal. If we get a green, we'll be okay. But I'm feeling we're going to stay double yellows. Double yellows at least means we've got a bit of a gap between us and them. This scenery is stunning. Yeah, right, double yellows. We'll run down. We'll take the power off. And apply some brakes just in case. Oh, the Zebo's fantastic. That's why it's my go-to jet plane, which is one I'll probably be using on Thursday. We've got greens now. You've got the X-Plane demo. Nice. It's a brilliant sim. It really is. Right, so we're going uphill. Scenery is brilliant. Right, it's just turning green. So we're just about behind it. AWS sounds like a steam train horn. Yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely the good era for trains, I think, the 80s. Right, what have we got coming up here? You play Infinite Flight as it's easy, but getting so fed up paying monthly for it. Well, yes. Monthly charges, not good. Right, double yellows again. So we are going slightly uphill. So I'm going to keep the power off. So yeah, tonight's stream, if you're watching this live then, back for some Wreckfest fun at 6 o'clock. And then I will keep everybody informed as to whether I'll be streaming during the day or not going forward. Just waiting to hear what's happening with work. Wreckfest. Yes. Yeah, if anybody struggles with the Zebo, I did put a video out that isn't a tutorial on the Zebo. Oh, that noise is brilliant. No, it's fine. I like using the things on the thing. I haven't got a V key to hand. Right, so station is just up here. I'll keep doing that on that one. This thing's really cool. Pina, thanks for the host. So we'll creep our way in. Shame it isn't a half wiper speed, really. Need one of those public address sound mods and announce the stations for us. You've obviously not seen my... ladies and gentlemen, the next station is Oxenholme. Depart here for Oxenholme and all areas around Oxenholme. Thank you. Who needs that when you've got a mixing desk? Between 1973 and 1975, blimey. We are approaching Oxenholme, the junction station for the Windermere branch. Up and down loops are located here to the south of the station. I can add some echo in on my mixing desk. Right, in we come to Oxenholme. We're roughly on time. Yeah, please make sure you take all your possessions with you. Well, we did talk a few years ago about doing a voice pack for OMSI, because you can do that. Now don't stop here, you stupid train. Yeah, it's definitely creeping into the station. Rear of the train, nowhere in yet. That's fine. We're enjoying the sights and sounds that is Oxenholme. Passengers are thinking, are we stopping or are we moving or what? It's pointless accelerating too much as we come into the station. Yeah, see you, Peanut. Is the rear of the train in yet? Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Let the passengers off. I see people keep asking me, oh, which is better, Train Sim World or Train Sim? Train Sim. Every single time. Because the variety of trains, the variety of routes. Yes, you can get off the train in Train Sim World. Who cares? You can't do an 8-hour journey in Train Sim World. You can in Train Sim. Right away, driver. We'll now tackle the first major incline on our journey north. Grey Rig Bank. This Class 87 will work hard between here and our next stop at Penrith. Oh, God. A bit of wheel slip. Right, go via Dockwray Viaduct down Main. You know, I do like Train Sim World. I'm not saying I don't. There's a place for it, but the fact that you can jump in so many different trains that are brilliantly modelled like this, and yeah, okay, you can't get up and walk around, but the variety of routes that you can do, and for me it's a length of routes. You can jump in and do a 10-minute route if you want. You can do an hour, you can do an hour and a half, you can do 3 hours, you can do 4 hours, 6 hours, or if you're completely mad, you can take a a pacer from Paddington to Penzance in 8 hours. Oh, we said that loads of times, Mole Man, that wouldn't it be awesome if there was a multiplayer. There is. Someone did mention, well, there isn't Trains multiplayer. Yay, second time lucky, unlocking a customizable emote and it worked. Oh yes, a little sombrero. Right, so we've got an incline going up now. But we've got an 85 limit, so we've got to be very careful of that. Don't forget, if you are new to the stream, or new to the video in fact, do check out the Discord community, which is getting busier and has done during this lockdown period. But always looking for more people to get more involved. Yeah, see ya. And it is a fantastic community, but yeah, more people to be a bit more involved would be fantastic. Come on, don't do 86, 85. Okay, a little bit of brake, bring that speed down, there we go. So yes, Discord server will be linked below and is linked in chat as well. Yeah, just want a few more people to start sharing sort of screenshots of trains and talking about what routes they want to do and what I like, and get advice on which routes, which trains everybody else likes. So there's approaching 700 people in a Discord server now, and about 20 get involved. What's on the menu today? What, as far as the train's concerned?
Oh, yeah.
Jay Harrod, thanks very much for the follow. Food. Oh, okay. Don't know today. I got some steak being delivered between 3 and 5, so I might have a bit of steak tonight. So just notching it up, just so we can try and keep under that 85. But it's definitely an incline, which I know what happens after that then, means whatever goes up must come down. You didn't mean to follow. You can unfollow then. That's fine. Does the base game have many routes and trains? Not many. If you like UK stuff, I don't know if you can add to it yet. There is the Great British Railway Journeys thing, but it is all about buying routes. Like anything. We're crossing Dockeray Viaduct near Docker Farm, a spot on Grey Rig Bank that is well known to enthusiasts and photographers. Just ahead are the Lambrig emergency crossings. I did see the picture of the Royal Mail train. Yeah, this scenery is stunning. I've only been to Cumbria once, or twice actually. Once on the way to Scotland, and once on the way back from Scotland. But again, one of those places I'd love to go back to again. Right, looks like we're reaching the peak. It wasn't too hard. 90% power all the way up, maintaining 80 miles an hour. The McVitie's factory in Carlisle, and that's been my afternoon treat for the last week. When I've come off the streams, there's been a cup of tea and some chocolate digestives. So I'm looking forward to after the stream. So Grey Rig down Main, then we've got Low Gill, So we've got a lot of go vias until we get to Penrith. We're due at 19:39. So we've got 20 odd minutes to go till we get to Penrith. And I'm speeding. Wailway was the site of the station in steam days. Now there are only the up and down goods loops. After passing below the M6, motorway will enter the Loon Gorge. Well, I was trying to brake, but it wasn't accepting it. So we're going down now. I go through Cumbria all the time. I have relatives in Preston and Newcastle. Oh, nice. Oh, it is such a worthwhile game to spend money on. We're approaching a site at the former junction with the branch to Ingleton at Low Gill. The old alignment can be seen to the right. That is Low Gill Viaduct. I love the fact you're getting these little things telling you stuff. You can obviously see how the train has to weave its way through the countryside. We can end up being slightly speeding. Yeah, I thought we might. Only just, only by 2 miles an hour as we approach the 90. To eBay. Oh, very good, Sam. You can see why they had to put tilting trains on the route. Very twisty. But yeah, scenery is just... Some routes in Train Sim, even with, you know, standard scenery as I've got, just absolutely blow me away. Is this better than Train Sim World? There we go. We did say about 20 minutes ago that I was going to get asked that question. No. Train Sim World looks good, and if you want to be able to get off the train and walk around, yes. But the variety of routes that you get in Train Sim far, far, far surpasses Train Sim World. The length of routes is better. The costs for the routes are cheaper. It's just all round a better game. You've got so much choice for routes, so much choice for stock, so much choice for countries you can travel in. It's just fantastic. Oh, of course, you use that line a lot. That's pretty cool. Are there more locomotives in Train Sim World 2020? God, no. I think if you counted the amount of locos you can buy for Train Sim... Oh, more loco... Sorry, Train Sim 2020, yes. Than Train Sim World 2020. It's confusing, they're both called the same thing. This is Borrow Viaduct. Borrowdale is on our left. We are approaching T-Bay. I'm certainly going to be doing this route again. Yeah, I think if you looked on Steam and just looked at the amount of content you can get for Train Sim, you'd be shocked. Run down for the neutral section. Oh yeah. And not only obviously Steam, look on Just Trains, but in Train Sim World you can load up the cars. What do you mean load up the cars? T-Bay was a busy location in days of steam. It was home to Shap Bank engines. This is the foot of the Shap Bank. Ahead is 5 miles of 1 in 75 gradient. Hi caramba. But yeah, you know, Train Sim World looks pretty, but this is just, in my opinion, I've got both. I've put hours in both. This is just so much better. And that scenery, yeah, that doesn't suck, does it? Look at it. We're crossing Birkbeck Viaduct. It's just so nice. Oh yes, finding just trains is expensive. No, this is the only route I'm going to be doing today. I don't currently do anything American. Scout Green has always been a favourite spot for rail enthusiasts to watch locomotives for all sorts of hard work on the Shap incline. Or watching them struggle up the hill, basically. You're quickly starting to want this. Don't do it, Roxy. Don't do it. It can be as complex. You want complexity, buy it. Buy the 205 Thumper, the Armstrong Powerhouse version, and try and start the damn thing. But Train Sim 2020 is not on console, and that's the fantastic thing about it. Because they would have to limit it so much if they put it on console, and that would ruin it. If you want good scenery, get Munich to Garmisch route. I've got that. I'm just at the moment, I'm really happy just staying with UK stuff. I sort of know the signalling. It's really nice knowing parts of the country that you're in. I love the UK rolling stock. So all the routes I'm doing are in the UK. And until I run out of routes and lines, I've got no plan on doing anything else. And I have got so many routes in the rest of the world that I just love the UK stuff. You know, I'm not normally a fan of electrics. I normally like a diesel. But this thing's got all the right noises. And its audio is the key. God, if there was an AP version of this, it'd be stunning. And this, as a stock train, is just really cool. There is an AP version of this, blimey. Well, yeah, that's why I was determined to do the route we did last week and the week before, to go through Swindon, because I wanted to be able to drive a train through my hometown. I love the UK stuff. I'm lucky enough to have my local area developed by Just Trains. Exactly. Operational error, minus 100. What did they do wrong? Oh, was that a neutral section? Oops. I'm guessing I'm not going to be making any money points on this one. AP did the sounds when we first did it. Then we sold it to Dovetail. I think they changed the sounds over. Oh, okay. Why is that fantastic? What, Armstrong doing one? Because Armstrong Powerhouse basically just improve everything. So it's going to be even more realistic. I said they've done one of the trains, the 205 Thumper. I cannot start the thing. You got to start it before you can use it. I can't start it. It's that good. Which I know it sounds like an odd thing, but it's that good. And there's another, is it the 319 as well? That is just so well detailed. The nearest station that there is in the game is Paisley. Oh, sorry, Train Sim 2020 isn't on console. Because if it was on console, they'd have to dumb it down to work on console. And by doing that, they'd ruin it. Which I think is the reason that Train Sim World isn't great, is because it was always intended to be on console. So consoles are more limiting. We just passed the limestone quarry complex at Hardenhill. The village of Shap is just ahead. What's my GPU? GTX 1080. So for simulation gaming, they are always going to be better on a PC. Always. Hi, Dave. So after Amon Viaduct, we got the station. Consoles are made to game, but I don't know about sim games. Yeah, they're made to game, but not simulations. The advantages that console got, and I'm a console gamer, so I'm not knocking consoles, is that they're ready to go. You buy the game, you put it in, it works. They're normally limited on what you can do or what you can get as far as add-ons, as far as DLC, and as far as playability and clickability. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to try the Armstrong Powerhouse version of this now. Hope they bring out more UK stuff, especially from the north. Harrison's aggregate quarry is on the left, as is the down passing loop. Watch your speed as we descend towards Penrith. I just love the little details. The fact that you're hearing the wiper, the trains rocking around. You know, I've got track IR, so me looking around is helping. But it is so cool. Oh, it's the 86. Okay. I need to look on the AP site because I do want to do more train sim. It's going to be staying on YouTube, one video a week. Okay, so we've got 70 coming up down here. So I'm going to bring the speed down. Your PC sucks. Think of getting a gaming laptop or something because I don't have much money. Well, be careful. Because if you want a gaming laptop, you're obviously going to pay more than you would for the equivalent spec gaming PC because you've got the portability of a laptop. Do I have the Metline route? Yes, I think. Yes, I have. So you are paying extra for that portability. My gaming laptop is less powerful than my gaming PC, but was pretty much the same cost because you're paying for that portability.
Oh, yeah.
Railfan, thanks very much for the follow. Which for uni, and being able to move it around, yes, you want a laptop. But you probably want, if you wanted a decent gaming laptop, it's something to last you the whole period of uni, you're probably talking of spending £1,000 plus to try and sort of make it last. Yeah, cheers, Chris. I know I'm going very slow. We are following the meandering River Leith through Bessie Gill. The neutral section at Great Strickland is just ahead. Which it is. So I'm not really overly concerned about being on time, to be honest. It's quite nice just enjoying the train, which I actually am now, and enjoying the route. Sunshine on Leith, yeah. Cumbria villages have some weird names. Yeah, I'd love to go back to Cumbria. I went to Windermere for the first time, on my trip back from Scotland the other year. The laptop was £500, but it's not meant for gaming, even though I can run stuff like Wreckfest fairly well. Exactly. Yes, the mod held that, but Cockermouth is an interesting name. Nice aspect is most sims don't need much of the GPU side, so you can find okay price laptops for sim games. You can. Right, going through the neutral section. And then we shall power up again.
Oh, yeah.
Philip, thanks very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, Eden Valley, down Main. So we've got 2 more downs to go through, and then we arrive in Penrith.
Oh, yeah.
And Angel, thanks very much for the follow. Really enjoying this train and really enjoying the line. My first time in both. And yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, the colour's not the end of the world. You don't look at it much from the outside. It's not bad. I'm actually really liking the sound of the wipers as well. Yes, don't forget, if you're watching live, back tonight with some Wreckfest multiplayer at 6 PM. Normal bit of anger management therapy. Tomorrow night, currently the plan is to do some bus mechanic simulator. Unless I happen not to be working tomorrow, then in that case I will do it tomorrow lunchtime. The former Eden Valley Junction, where a line diverged towards Appleby on the Settle and Carlisle line, was just up ahead. Now all that remains is the up passing loop, and I'm speeding now because of that message. I'm going to end up being on 0 points, or minus 0 points, by the time I get to... I'll be on minus 0. I'm going to be on minus points by the time I get to the end. Those messages pop up and I keep getting distracted. Oh, there's a view. This is Lowther Viaduct, below the River Lowther, following through the Lowther Castle Estate. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, it's probably Lowther. Yeah, no problem, Sam. We'll do it again. We can shift it to a Wednesday next week or something if you want to join. So you'll be at home. Right. Aymont Viaduct down Main. And then Penrith, which is coming up now. So running down, and go off with the power. Yes, we did do some Wreckfest on Saturday night because the game we were planning on doing, we couldn't get working in multiplayer. At the moment we're trying something different regarding the flying, because we're doing group flights. We're taking it in turns to organise the flights. But if you've got any, after crossing Edmond Viaduct on the Penrith down goods loop, diverges to the left, we are on the final approach to Penrith Station. If you've got any suggestions for any good flights, then yeah, do mention them in the flight section in Discord. I'm always open to new ideas. I love the sound of the fans. So obviously keeping the traction motors cool. So the rain's finally stopped. I was getting used to the wipers. We're actually due into Penrith about 8 seconds late. So that's not bad considering I've been creeping along for most of the journey. I'd love to see a flight from Liverpool or Manchester going to Spain. Haven't we done much to Spain? There's a couple of flights that I do want to do. One is the last flight I did in real life, which was Liverpool to Belfast. Haven't done that in X-Plane yet. We have done Fuerteventura. I own a few aircraft on X-Plane 11, not as many as Sam. You've been watching for a couple of weeks of this horrible situation just so I would follow what's happening with your work situation. I currently don't know, to be honest. By the time this goes out on YouTube, hopefully I'll be back at work. But I'm currently waiting for confirmation from work as to when I can return to work. So I could get told today that I'm back tomorrow. I might not. Roxy! 6 months, Roxy. Blimey, thank you very, very much. Right, let's bring it to a stop at Penrith. Pretty much all on. And wow, Engine of Life, thank you very, very much. That's really nice of you, thank you. Do appreciate that. Do you have the 7800 A320? Sam's got the 320, I got the 19, I've got the Zebo.
Oh,
yeah. And A Crosby, thanks very much for the follow. Right away, after leaving Penrith, we'll run down the Petrol Valley towards Carlisle. Beware the neutral section as you depart the station. Oh joy. Oh, those fan noises. Right, Plumpton down Main is coming up. And wow, Liam and Stewie B, thank you very much for a subscription. Thank you, Liam, for doing that. That's awesome. And apparently we've got a hype train going. How is that a thing? I didn't realise that hype train's turned on. Level 2 hype train. When did I put that in? Wow, okay, that's an old thing then. All these things I forgot that I put into the channel like a year ago. But there we go. Thank you for that, Liam. Thank you for Angel of Life. I think it's because 2 people did a thing within a certain amount of time. It thinks there's a hype train going. Have they not seen these streams before? Do they not know these are a thing? Right, we've got a neutral section coming up. I'm not really going fast enough to get myself through it. Wow, okay. Thank you very much. That's definitely a hypey thing going on there now. I'm really confused. And Smiley Tom, consequently, thank you for that. Right, neutral section. Wow, thank you, Rich. And then consequently, Texas Ranger. Welcome to the community. You guys are awesome. You might have a challenge for you, Steve. Hype Train apparently is automatic on Twitch. It is, but it's only when people do so many things within 5 minutes, it launches it. And because 2 people subscribe within 5 minutes, it automatically launched it. Which is something I've never had before on the channel. So it's completely new to me. But thank you anyway. We've gone through the thingy section now, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay, I can power back up now. 1 week it's donations, next week it's subs. I just can't keep up with you guys. You're just brilliant. You really are. You've been so supportive of me over the last month. It's been amazing. Oh my good God. Wow, Angel of Life, you've come in with a bang. Thank you very much. So welcome, Anthward. And blimey, Charlie. Liam, thank you again. Raygun, welcome to the channel. Yeah, you need to stop now, guys. I can't keep up with this. Yeah, post stuff in Discord. Oh, I got wheel slip. Right, I've now got to keep track of where I am. Plimpton down Main, so Carlisle. We've got to go through Carlisle to somewhere. What the hell's going on there? Why is it... Or is it not showing the end of the route? I thought it was only an hour and a half route. Well, thank you guys and gals and whoever. That's pretty cool. Wow. Sam. Thank you, Sam. And so welcome Mike to the club. You guys are awesome. So yes, welcome everybody. Even if you weren't intending on being a subscriber, it looks like you are now. So yes, we'll be streaming every single night at least. So if I can stream the lunchtimes, I will. But so tonight is going to be Wreckfest. Tomorrow night, if I can't stream tomorrow lunchtime, and Unshaven, thank you very much for the subscription. Tier 2, wow, blimey, thank you, Unshaven. So tonight, Wreckfest. Tomorrow night is going to be Bus Mechanic Simulator. Unless I do that tomorrow afternoon, then tomorrow night will be something else. Thursday night is Flight, a normal flight sim flight on a Thursday. Friday night is American Truck Sim. Saturday night is going to be our final Forza Horizon 4 stream. Texas Ranger, thanks very much for the follow. And then Sunday afternoon Flight. So that I will be streaming 7 days a week still, providing I'm working from home. When I return to work, then it'll be back to 4 days a week. But currently doesn't look like I'm at work tomorrow. If that's the case, then I will stream tomorrow lunchtime, where I'll do Bus Mechanic tomorrow lunchtime, and we will do something multiplayer tomorrow night. Yes, at Plumpton there's a passing loop on the upside. You will see on the left that we're still following the M6 motorway as we have been for much of the trip. Over there. Yes, the final Forza Horizon 4. We've done a few bits of it multiplayer on a Saturday night. We're going to do a final night of it with a bit of a twist on Saturday multiplayer, and then give it a break for a couple of months. Wipers. And then when things return to normal, Friday trucking will be staying, Thursday and Sunday flight will be staying, and then Sundays I'll bring in some other stuff as well. Thank you for the bits, you guys, Texas and Jew. That's awesome. Again, make sure you're in a Discord server, because Forza's limited to 12 people in multiplayer Wow, okay. So Angel Lies subscribed at tier 2. Thank you very much for that. And Roxy, welcome Code Monkey. Or Code Monkey. So yes, so some of the multiplayer stuff that we do is limited by the amount of people. So we have to restrict people from joining. So I will post something on Friday asking in Discord who wants to join, because otherwise we end up with too many people. Richard. And thank you, Twister. Welcome, Twister. Thank you, Richard, to the awesomeness. This is mad. Stop it, Richard. You've got a baby on the way. You need the money. Right, 1.66 miles to Southway down Main. And then we pick up passengers from Carlisle. I don't know what happens after that. Why has it got this the go via after Carlisle? What are we doing after that? I've been monitoring Jaffa in Sim Toolkit Pro, just trying to get some inside info for Thursday. Ah, sneaky. Oh, is he getting some practice in? The line continues quite a bit after Carlisle. Oh, okay. It's just we haven't got another stop after Carlisle. It's only a 90-minute route. You just don't like the unknown. So the game will make you go as far as possible. Well, we always like going as far as possible. No comment. We just passed through Southway, the site of the former Lancaster and Carlisle railway station. Please be aware that there's a 40-mile-an-hour temporary speed restriction at milepost 65.1. Look out for the advanced warning board. Okay, we better bring the speed down then. Already doing 80. Yeah, Jaffa, ha ha ha. So yeah, wow, you guys have, that's just amazing today. Every day has been. With the thanks to the donations I've got in the last week, I have ordered myself a new microphone, the AT2020. That'll be here next week. So that should hopefully get rid of some of the background hiss and improve audio quality. So that's been ordered. Next thing is now with Twitch, I am going to buy myself a new mixing desk. There is also the other Glasgow line, which is diesel, which goes to Dumfries. Cool. But again, once I know what's happening with work, I did plan on doing a really long train sim route. I was going to do another sort of 4 or 5 hour or 6 hour route. But until I know what's happening with returning to work, I can't plan that in. Bank holiday Monday though, so 2 weeks yesterday. We are doing an all-day flight. So there'll be a really long flight stream coming up on Bank holiday Monday, where we're flying to all of our local airports. So everybody that flies with us on a regular basis, we're flying to all of our airports. So around the UK, and then to Denmark and down to Austria. So that's going to be great, and some good stuff coming up as well. Say tomorrow, all being well, I will be here at lunchtime, but keep an eye out on the Discord server. I do post every morning what I'll be streaming and what time, so keep an eye out there. But we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow in the evening. Say if I do bus mechanic tomorrow lunchtime, then we'll find something to do in multiplayer tomorrow night. Maybe do some more snow runner, because if I can get the controls working, that is. I haven't been anywhere near that since the last time we did it, but we'll see. You need to try and persuade your parents to let me get X-Plane. About 40 quid I think it is. Well, there we go. Thank you, guys. We've now received a level 4 hype train emote. That's awesome. So I'm guessing we can use that on the... Okay, I've just lost a lot of points there for speeding. There we go. You're about half an hour from London Stansted, but that close to the local airport. I'm guessing it would, but at the moment with all the people that are flying with us regularly, we're going around. It's 55 on Steam. Don't buy X-Plane from Steam. Buy it from Laminar if you can. It's probably slightly cheaper, and you're supporting Laminar directly by doing that. So Upperby Bridge Junction down Main in 1.3 miles and then into Carlisle, which is why I'm going a bit slowly. So yeah, thank you for the hype train, guys. First time I've ever seen that on one of my Twitch streams. That's awesome. Well, again, something we did a few months ago. I think Christmas actually, last time we did it. So, you know, we're always looking for new people to join us in the group flights. So if you're in the Discord, we do post when the group flights are, so in what sort of plane. I will put something up reminding people what software they need to be able to join the group flights. All free, so it won't cost you anything for the software. And it's great to have more people joining us for the group flights. Shadow, that's a word. Thank you very much for the follow. That was a pineapple sentence, Sam. I seem like a cool guy. Thanks for what you do, everyone. I think we're approaching Carlisle. Stay alert as you approach the neutral section, Upper B, and a speed restriction through the station area. I'll look into around here. Not always around, but do my best to support with my tier 2 sub. Good luck with tomorrow. Love, Angel. Yeah, cheers for that, Angel. I meant updating and rolling back updates is easier and direct from Laminar. Oh, okay. Hashtag glove typing. I am slowing down really early, so I was trying to read chat. I didn't want to end up speeding through the station. It's awesome getting new people that come in to join a stream and enjoy it. Awesome that when they come back as well. And it's been great over the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, however long it's been, seeing people that have, you know, not seen any streams or not been part of the community up until that point have now become part of the community. It's fantastic. You guys just blow me away pretty much with every single stream. It's awesome. Right, so I shouldn't have any problem in the neutral section because power's off. £48 exactly. Right, so through the neutral section we go into Carlisle. What a fantastic route this has been. I love the complexity of this with the neutral section. Now I've got used to it. I'm definitely going to have to do another route, not today, on this line. Yeah, I just flicking down my routes literally 15 minutes before the stream. I was thinking, right, what can I do? Because, you know, I don't plan these things. And I thought, oh, I haven't done anything on there. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Right, so in we come to Carlisle. The demo runs on my PC. Does that mean the full game will run too? Well, the demo is basically just a locked version of the full game. You might have to tweak some settings, etc. long term, but yeah, you should be fine. Come off for my morning meeting. I'll watch the next of the video. Cheers for that, Unshaven. Thank you very much for your support. It will be quite sad if you don't stream tomorrow. You should tell your employer you work from home. I am on furlough. I'm currently being furloughed. I'm waiting for confirmation as to whether I'm able to go back to work. I work within the construction industry. So although I should be able to work from home, I'm waiting to hear confirmation from work. I've contacted my boss. I haven't heard anything yet. That's not my reds, are they? That's those reds. So into Carlisle we come. Yeah, if your FPS drops under 20, the game will actually slow down. Right, so into Carlisle. I love the fact you get the fans. Start the fans, like being on the Crystal Maze. That's just so cool. What I meant was to talk about going to 60%. They have confirmed it will stay at 80 until October. I'm sure it was not many people like myself wouldn't be able to afford to even pay their bill. Yeah, if it dropped to 60, I'd probably struggle. But hopefully I'll be back at work soon. Right away, driver. We'll continue as far as the Scottish border before handing over to your assistant. The next station stop is Lockerbie. Okay, we do carry on then. Okay. Until we get to Scotland. Right, so on we go. So I'm guessing at some point it will just hand over to someone else who's not here. Yeah, I travelled up to Scotland by car when I went, and my passenger, as we got on the M6, so we went from Liverpool. I said to the passenger, right, when we come to the sign, "Welcome to Scotland," take a picture. And they missed by literally like about 3 seconds. It's like you had one job. Forza, thanks so much for the what are you doing? Hosting. That's the one. Thanks so much for the host. I thought English people were not allowed in Scotland now. You better turn around. Well, it says as far as the Scottish border. They can't really enforce it, can they? Because you could be delivering stuff. Well, yeah. By the time this goes on YouTube, hopefully we'll be a lot clearer as to what's going on. Power. Yeah, I know. I was lurking in the stream before and had to go off. Seen what gifted a sub when I came back from Angel of Life. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, George, there's been a bit of that going on this afternoon, so welcome to the club. You know what that does mean, though? You've got to come back. You've got to come back and watch another stream. I've got to power down now. I've got to run. I've got to run down, haven't I? Because I've obviously gone a bit neutrally. There we go. Right, so it's go via there, and go via there. I hope my food shopping delivery that's due between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock isn't early. Wow, my score, minus 1,125. Captain Michael, good afternoon. So yeah, if you are new to the stream this afternoon, don't forget, if you want to watch some crashing at 6 p.m. tonight, so 3 hours and 25 minutes time, back with some Wreckfest. Having crossed the River Eden, we now have Kingmore TMD on the left. The former steam shed was located on the right. Oh yeah, Rich is joining us. First stream been on in, blimey, about 2 years, Rich. And I say, make sure you're on the Discord, because I will post in the morning what the plans are for tomorrow's streams. There will certainly be a stream in the evening, 100% guaranteed. It's just whether I'll be able to stream at lunchtime. I will know that by, well, hopefully the next couple of hours. It's been a while. I think actually the last stream you were on might have been the one we built the monorail in the game. I can never think of the name of it. Carlisle, New Yard, Kingmore is on the right. Though not as extensive as when it opened in the early 1960s, it's still an impressive facility. Yeah, it's a nice score. Shame it's in a minus. It's not about the score for me. Right, go via Gretna, Cayley, down Main in 5 miles. Well, Gretna's Scotland. That's where I stopped at the services on the way up to Scotland, going between Liverpool and Perth. Stopped at the services at Gretna for a Burger King, which is very Scottish. What is this monster I'm driving? Well, a Class 87. So I think in 4 miles, the AI is going to take over. Captain Michael, thanks very much for the follow. That's much appreciated. I've loved it. First time driving this train was today. First time on this route was today. And I'm absolutely loving it. There will be more. Just make sure, popped in to make sure you've been practicing for tonight's mayhem. Nope. I've got to check to make sure I can get on the server. So I'll do that after this stream. Otherwise, I'll sit down here about 5:30 and go, ah. But yes, when I do end up returning to work, then rather than do Wreckfest on a Tuesday that we're doing, I'm going to shift it and maybe do it on a Friday or Saturday. So I might shift trucking around, maybe do trucking every other week or something. But we'll sort something out when I do return to work. Because then I will be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, it's fine. Okay, cool. Okay, so I won't bother. So yes, 20 people capacity in Wreckfest. I think the most we've had is 15. So it's going to be good fun tonight. I do look forward to it. I said it will be a shame if I do actually have to return to work, to be honest. I love that horn. Steve, what are you doing, Steve? Yes, Noz and his auto land cheat, exactly. So yes, so Wreckfest tonight, bus mechanic sim tomorrow, because that's released on Thursday. And Thursday then is Flight, Friday is American Truck Sim multiplayer, Saturday then is the final Forza Horizon 4, Sunday then is more Flight, and then we'll plan next week when I know what I'm doing next week. Yeah, I'm getting slower now, aren't I? It's a thing. Obviously went through a neutral section, didn't I? Knowles McAutoland. What games do I play? Blimey. X-Plane, Train Sim, Firm Bus, Tourist Bus, OMSI, currently with some Cooking Sim, House Flipper, Snow Runner, God, what else is in there? Obviously Bus Mechanic Sim. Loads. Big ones on the YouTube channel anyways. OMSI, Train Sim, Firm Bus, Tourist Bus, X-Plane. They're all regulars. Right, 0.82 of a mile. And yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, streaming X-Plane Thursday, streaming this today, streamed Tourist Bus last Saturday, streamed OMSI yesterday, Bus Mechanic Sim tomorrow. Yeah, loads of stuff. What's my favourite aircraft? In real life, DC-3. Okay, I'm guessing I've got to come to a stop here. It's going to be interesting. You didn't stick to the timetable. Try this run again. You guys didn't stick to the timetable. Wow, that ended. How did I not stick to the timetable? Perhaps because I was in a minus. Oh, what a disappointing ending. I would have rather ended at Carlisle, to be honest. But there you go. I'm guessing it was meant to end there, but if I'd have stuck to the timetable, it would have just said you stuck to the timetable, well done. Yeah, I got an F. So there we go. Right then, we will end that there for this afternoon. I really, really did enjoy that route. That was flipping awesome. Really like the train as well. I'll definitely come back and do some more West Coast Main Line again. I said, for you guys watching this live, I don't know yet what's happening with lunchtime streams. Evening streams will be carrying on, but I will post daily on Discord as to what I'm doing that day. So keep your eye on the Discord server. So a huge thanks to, it's going to be a long list, Captain Michael for following, Angel of Life for cheering, Shadow for following, Rich for gifting a sub, Angel of Life for subscribing.
Yeah.
I'll start at the top again now. Green Hawk for just following, Roxy for gifting a sub, to Jewel Jensen for cheering, Texas Ranger for following and cheering, Unshaven for gifting a sub, Sam for gifting a sub, Liam for gifting a sub, Angel of Life for gifting another sub, Rich for gifting another sub, Angel of Life for gifting another sub, Liam for gifting another sub, Crosby for following, Angel of Life for subscribing, Roxy for subscribing, and the KK for following, Angel of Life for following, Philip for following, Railfan for following, Jay Harrod for following and then unfollowing, Robert Owens was yesterday for following. So wow, what a busy stream. Thank you everybody. Your support today, your support over the last couple of weeks, if this turns out to be my last lunchtime stream for a little while, has been awesome. It's made me speechless a couple of times. It's humbled me a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm just this guy that waffles on a stream. I don't deserve this, but you guys are just absolutely fantastic. So hopefully it does continue. The evening streams certainly will. No plans to stop those. The lunchtime streams, as I said, though, will carry on if I can. If you're watching this on YouTube, YouTube videos will carry on. And yeah, plenty more stuff to come. A new YouTube schedule coming in the middle of June with a couple of slight changes. So look forward to that. So there we go. We will end that there. Back in 3 hours and 15 minutes time for you watching live. Back next time for you watching on YouTube. I'll just end by saying, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.